Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 13 of Factorio with the Space Age expansion, where we made a tank with some gear that we want to try soon, especially after adding this battery. And other than that, we are trying to prepare our space station for more science. And apparently we have too much stuff here. So why don't we just throw out some iron ore? As long as we have some amount. As we appear to get way too much of that. We're keeping these down, right? I think so. Good. That means we make a bit more science, so that's what we need. I think we're just going to let that run for a bit, because we do want the extra space science. And then we are going to go hunt some biters. We're going to want more ammo than this, though. Because we have upgraded shooting speed, and we already ran out of a similar amount of ammo the last time we took a round. All the way over here. Sure, I'll take all of that. Plus some extra. Do we need to make more science production here? It would probably help a bit. We have way too much of everything anyway. Good. I think we should also limit how much we are smelting. To only work if we have less than maybe 200 iron as well. Good. And then we go hunt down here. If we put laser defenses in our inventory, does that work while we're in the tank? Maybe we should have tested that. If we have to go back at some point, I think we will just try and look into that. So we just have a shield and some speed and now more power. Good. Let's get all of this scouted out, but it's just woods. Yep, our shooting speed definitely increased by a good amount. And our shield is helping. Us being faster also helps not being hit by as much acid. Good. Let's just repair the small amount of damage we took. Can only help later. Good. Whoops. Come on in, robot. We will just plow through here. Good. What do we want to research? Robot speed is eternally nice. We could also go to a planet. I feel like Vulcanus is a good starting point, but I'm not sure. I'm not really sure why. This would also be good for later if we want to expand our base. This would obviously also be good. So with this, everything would be good. Let's do one more of these and then a planet. And then that is the planet we're going to first. We didn't really scout this, but I think that's just one big forest. And I'm okay with that. Have mostly explored this edge already, but we're just going to expand it a bit. Still have plenty of ammo, that's nice. We're doing fine on fuel, that's also good. Good. I think I left these alone last time we were here, but let's just run them down. Otherwise they will end up attacking me whenever I go by. Don't really feel like killing those, but these two bases over here, I think that's where we stopped last time. So this part of the map hasn't really been cleared. Yeah, we need to be more thorough down here. Good. Too many trees. Let's do some repairs again. Good. This is probably going to be a troublesome area later, but I'm going to leave it. And that was the full round, I think, unless we just started down here. Let's just double check. And maybe go back around this area. It can't really hurt. And it'll help us in the long run. And we also find some nice patches of resources this way, so it's good. Good. And we just go up over here. That base can wait. And I'm pretty happy with this. Let's go back and let's focus on space now. Also, we're never using grenades anymore. Maybe we should get rid of those. We have robots for trees and a tank for biters. So it doesn't really seem that necessary anymore. How are we doing on fuel here? 400, and that's more than plenty. And we're doing fine on power. And park right here. Good. So, space stuff. We want a little bit more space science before we leave. Would it make sense for us to make another space platform and use that as a ship and just leave this here? That way we should have continuous production of science. Sounds like a good idea as long as it's not bothersome in some way. So I guess naming that one New Beginnings wasn't really the right naming. Hello. So another one of these. And then a bunch of other stuff. Cargo bay maybe? We don't know what to bring though. Asteroid collector. I think we need that for fuel, so yes. Blue, low density, electric engine units. I want one crusher for each still, because then we can set recipes depending on our inventory. We want more low density. Did we want to put robots up there to transfer stuff? Maybe. How many of these do we need? We don't know. Maybe we should start small and test it out. Then we need some more space platform, but we have that available. And that's about it. Power generation, of course. And maybe defenses. There's something about bigger asteroids. Which is apparently needed. I guess they will damage the ship. But I don't really feel like bringing ammo up there. Should we do lasers? They are very power hungry though. And with solar generation, that's not the greatest. They will consume 800 kilojoule per shot. Then what does that mean for a laser turret? Isn't it continuous? So it's megawatts we're consuming. 2.3 megawatts. These can only produce 60 kilowatts. So with 100 of these, we would get 6 megawatt. Which would be enough for 3 of these continuously. These would only last 2 seconds with 1 laser turret. 5 megajoules divided by 2.3 megawatt is about 2 seconds of power for 1 turret. Holy Christ. But then we could just bring 100 of these, I guess. But they need to be charged, so we would need about 100 of these as well. Maybe laser turrets isn't the best idea. I've read about a rocket turret at some point. Can we do that? Rocket turret. No, that is behind some other science spec. Too bad. Maybe we're just going to try this. I need a lot of solar panels though. We can actually do a robot ball now. Should we just do that? And build everything we need. Dedicate this area to that. We can just start it, I guess, with things we need for now. I feel like not doing that though. I want to focus on getting into space. I don't want this if I want robots up there. Always lack something though. Well, first of all, we can send this into space. New horizons, I guess. You go. One of these will cover basically a full ship. Hopefully we can use robots in space. I don't actually know. So we will need to test that. 20 of those. 20 of these. We need some robots then. Logistic bots. 100 maybe. Those will also take power, of course. But I think that's okay. Does it maybe say here? I have seen on some things that they only work in an atmosphere, or under, yeah, in an atmosphere, under pressure. Maybe the car? Gravity greater than 1 meters per second squared. Doesn't say anything about that here though, does it? So maybe it just works. One of those. 45 of those, okay. 2 new horizons. I feel like it would be a lot easier if we had 2 of these. So I don't have to sit and wait too long between launches. It's not that I want to launch more rockets, just launch them within a shorter amount of time. I should probably have tested the robots before we tried this. And of course we need a lot of space here. So, a roboport. Those are only supported under pressure. Okay, so no robots in space. That is too bad. Asteroids, crushing, thrusters is all needed though. And to make fuel, we also need chemical plants. So we don't need these in space, so I am going to set some up here. I do want to leave some extra space for this silo, because we want to fill all the space around it with beacons. So we need extra space for that. I guess these will eventually move over here. Actually, we could just stop input, at least after finishing one more. And then move it right away. That would help. But I just wanted to start a robot mall over here while we're waiting anyway. Wait, we're getting 2% for each, so it's only 50. Okay, launch this to New Horizons. Come on. We need this and then 2 spaces, so we just need to move this over 3 spaces. And then we need this. Something along those lines, I think. Another thruster, more space. Go. Did we have batteries out here? I don't think so. But we have these. Go, New Horizons. These would of course move out here. That was this one, right? Or do we have one more? No. Good. And just 2 tiles all the way around it. And then I want to move these in somewhat. Why don't we move all of this, with the exception of this for now? Further in here. Just here. These go all the way in where they can reach it. These go there. Those go over there. We need one more tile. So we can underground under this. So insert underground. Something like this. And power out there. Good. So that's what we want. I'm just going to move these up here so we can more easily see the limits of our space. We should put in productivity. Good. So we can just build all along here. Since we don't have loaders or anything, I think we are just having 2 chests for iron and copper. And potentially we still want to continue the bus after this, but we'll see how that goes. Output priority right. We want all of these things in as well. We will have to stagger them a bit though. So those 2 are in now. We will take these 2 later after 2 more, I think. So here and here. And then the middle 2 belts here we'll take from up here. And I need underground. Okay, what can we launch now? More space. Go. Did I not? Oh, I need to select New Horizons. Go grab underground. Does this have a grid? Equipment grid? Apparently not. These are needed in space. Good. Next to coal, we bring in explosives, I guess. And then a 2-tile gap from these 2 for plastic and blue circuits. Good. That's these all done. Then we just have these 2. They go in there. And then we have everything from our bus that we want here, I think. We need chemical plants. What do you need for rocket fuel stuff? Or spaceship fuel, I guess. Carbon is up there, water is up there, iron ore is up there, and more water is up there. Okay. So, iron ore, carbon, and ice, which is the three things we're getting from asteroids. We would maybe want some storage tanks for the fuel. Did I send up inserters yet? Nope. Why haven't I grabbed more construction bots? I don't know. We should also just send some ahead to the ship so we can have them in our suit when we get to a new planet. Only 50? And now, if we're going to fly into meteors, I want to keep our ship somewhat sleek, if possible. We need power though. I haven't sent power yet. I'm smart. Did I not build accumulators? No, I wanted to do that over here. This is why I'm doing this. All. Let's get some stuff set up right away. Why am I blind? Where are my provider chests? Did I send those? No. Didn't I make 20 of each? Apparently not. Oh well. And we will have some extra stuff up here. Good. Do we not need productivity for fuel stuff? Let's just try a little bit to build something here. These are big. Do they mess up when they have... Oh wait, can't we do... Really? So they made it possible with this new version to flip fluid inputs, but didn't do it for the new entity they added. That feels like an oversight. Oh well. I am sure we can make it work. Oh, we don't really need this much space down here. So we're basically making a fluid bus here. We need underground pipe and normal pipe. We need more space is what I can make out of this. And for that we need more platforms. Dang it. I just sent underground, right? So we can send some of these. And more of this. Did I maybe send my robot chests over here? No. How have we gotten a backup of these? Can we somehow get these to be a little bit smarter? Could always just make them different, actually. Don't need 3 with iron ore in mind. This can be this. This can be ice. If carbon is above 200. And if ice is above 200. Maybe we should send stack inserters up here. It would help a little bit. Okay. Back to the other ship, New Horizons. If we maybe start with our production of stuff. We need one of these to make water. And this is the middle, I think. Wait, this is 3-tile entity, can't be in the middle of an 8-tile entity, so never mind. These will make thruster fuel and oxidizer. Potentially like this. And then we're out of space. Dang it. Okay, let's see this work first. And let's send some more platforms to New Horizons. This should be the other way around to save space. These... Whoops, I can't shimmy thing. Oh, I can actually use arrow keys to go between my ships. Okay, good to know. We need iron ore for this. So we do actually need that extra space. And carbon in there. Okay. We need to harvest some asteroids then. And we always want those to insert into crushers. At least I always want that for now. And this can move one tile closer then. Don't we also need to output from here again? Yes, we do. So we can move down one tile. And then we're still okay just setting this to here and set recipe and read contents, I think. When I was trying to flip the thrusters, did I try to do it vertically or horizontally? Was it just me being a jackass? Can't vertical, can't horizontally either. Okay, so never mind, it wasn't me. Not this time. So the idea here is that when this catches something, this should set the recipe and then this should be allowed to output. But it isn't always happening like that. But maybe over time, I don't know. Okay, thruster time again. To make it a little bit simpler for myself, I am going to just make have extra tiles between these, just so I don't have to worry too much about anything. Because then it really is just a fluid bus, and I'm used to working with that. And we want more space. Oh, the new one hasn't been set to not auto request. I mainly don't want it to do that because I'm not sure if it requests a rocket that is not full. We could do tests with that, but later. Okay. One more tile here. Let's move these in one tile so we have extra space for the pipe. We do this. Are we not allowed to put a pipe here? Because these should let the fluid through. Oh, not there. There. Yeah, they seem to be mixing and matching. So we do need underground belts or pipes here. No oxidizer in there. No propellant in there. Or fuel. We need more water. Why do we not get water? Do we need to just crush or have a separate crusher that just takes care of all the extra stuff we get? I already tried setting the recipe from the hub, and that didn't go well, but maybe I made a mistake. Read contents. You have set a recipe now. We need stack inserters, bulk inserters, for sure. Let's take a copy of that, put it in here. Start making all the inserters. At least the ones we want. Maybe we want red as well. Good, we can now go to Vulcanus. What's next here? Maybe we just leave it for a bit. Stockpile some science. And maybe have less pollution for once. Some of these should really be limited as well. Good. You don't want that many of these, but I do want a bunch of these if we want to do lasers. And I keep considering if 4 lasers is enough. But then I realize just powering those 4 lasers is going to be hell. I didn't send up bulk inserters yet because I didn't have enough. Good. Time to build more. We can't have this right there. These are a little bit asymmetric. Maybe we want this to be 1 tile wider. Or we could just swap the inputs. Though that also sucks. And it doesn't work, whoops. I can have it here. Then we're even more asymmetric. But does it really matter? Good. Then what do we need? We want storage space for the tank or for the fluids. Something like that. And now we're not very sleek anymore, if we're honest. Can we put those up there instead? Do we still need platforms? Yes, we do. I'm just going to set some more stuff up here while we wait for that rocket to get up there. We want more space than this. Or more machines in a row, I guess. Good. Then maybe we do accumulators up here. After we send more platforms. Those are tedious to send, but I guess they don't want you to build infinitely large ships. At least before you automate some more stuff. I'm not allowed to fill that gap, because then we would have a gap in here. Is that what it's trying to tell me? Cannot have holes in them. Okay, so we can't fully close a gap here. We're actually generating power here at 3 times the normal rate. So that's nice, just by being in space, I guess. If we just place some turrets up here, we only need 2 tiles for that, I guess. And we then need a space in the middle here. We want, whoops, if we want to allow this. Damn it, how do I target just buildings and not these? I guess I remove those. Wait, what? Remove, remove. Don't want the landfill there. Something like that. Then maybe we just leave this space alone. But we shall start shooting asteroids. Maybe these should be up front instead. I really need to just try this. They don't really need to catch everything we shoot down. These have pretty good range. But I would really prefer them to shoot most of the stuff in front rather than having more range at the sides. Which means these will have to go for now. Whoops. So this should defend most stuff. But again, these are going to drain, each drain one of these in 2 seconds. So all of them shooting at once drains 2 per second, so we have 5 seconds of shooting. But then there's no point not having space here if we are having these being out there anyway. Need more platforms, always. Also, we can reduce our space usage a little bit here. Do we want to go close here? Or do we just want these to be in a straight line? I don't know. Straight line it is for now. I am a bit annoyed that this is not all aligned with a middle. We're lacking water. Good job, Harm. But I think we're okay. I'm not sure how fast these will drain. They can drain 120 per second. We have 10,000. If we get to 12,000, that's 100 seconds of full... well, for one. So 50 seconds of full thrust. That's not a lot, I guess. These need to stop targeting iron stuff. So have the others instead. This one will just target water, I think. I saw something like this in a Friday Fact from the developers at some point. And they said they had fixed it, I thought. But apparently there's still some problems with the arms when they have to bend around stuff like this. Maybe it's better if we do this. At least we didn't see that arm having problems. Water missing construction bots over here. Some of these. And some of those. Can we get some of these up, please? I want to just get up and try this. But maybe I just want to do some adjustments. If I remove this, it's just moved to there, right? Apparently not, it is just lost. Dang it. For symmetry's sake, and I'm sorry I have to do this, but it's my sanity we are talking about here. If we do water there and there, input, this over here, input, this over here. Oh, apparently I also messed up those storage tanks. Never mind. So this will be a little bit more symmetrical. Can't do that on this side, so I don't want it. But these are not aligned? No. This aligns with this, but this is 2 tiles over. Really? We're that far off. That's not right either. Is it? They're both 2 tiles out of... or outside of this hub thingy. But maybe we should move them both closer. One tile outside, both of them. Something like that. We can't do that. So they do need to be out there. How come this is closer than this? That's from before. out of alignment. Again, we are out of alignment here. Need to go in there, remove this. Good. Now we're starting to be symmetrical at least. And that makes me happy. I would really like to be able to get rid of resources though. No, dang it. Stop it. This one. I did it. Yay. And then these can really grab whatever they want again. Doesn't really matter. We just use a little bit extra power, I guess. Need water, need ice. But after a bit, these should fill up. Do things behind here get damaged? Oh, we can't even place anything there. At all, I guess. That does make some sort of sense. Okay, we will try this out soon. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.